Welcome, everyone, to the Jake the Atheist After Party. And so far, of course, the guest of honor, Jake the Atheist, is with us. My producer extraordinaire, Mr. Mikey Famine, is also with us. I don't know if you really remember him, but remember Sammy Jenkins? Well, yeah, he's here with us, too. Crazy Cat Lady, also known as Diana, also known as the Lavender Lady, is also with us. The man with the bionic heart, Mr. Irish Sweet, is also with us. Rory and Sam, both from across the pond, are also with us as well. What you drinking, Sam?
Copperbug cider.
Oh, looks like beer. You fooled me. Wow, I feel like I'm on Penn and Teller or something. And of course, construction master, Mr. Randolf Richardson, is also with us.
Oh, thank you. I'm still learning, but I appreciate the sentiments. I'm learning a lot.
I would like to submit to the panel for review. I'm on the Funko Pop website. This was a mistake. I've had an edible. Can I at least get Grogu? I think Grogu is an instant get. Like, that's one you got to get, right?
And the Mando. You got to get them together. See, there's a special edition Mando, dude. Like a chrome one or something.
Wow. When I think about adding it to the cart, I'll check with y'all first. But I think Grogu is an instant, obviously, yes.
Yeah, I think so. He's basically a Funko Pop already, right?
$30? Why is this one? Oh, it's a jumbo one. I don't want that one. Okay.
Jumbo ones are pretty big.
Ones that you have to watch out for are the like the special edition that are only like, they only make like a couple hundred of them or whatever. That's the ones that like Nathaniel and Susan collect.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Star Wars ones were really good when they were coming out with them. There's a lot of them that they don't make anymore.
Zach, it's Neil the 604, Rick, because Mikey's Morty.
Oh, I don't know.
I was just going to add.
What you eating there, Mikey?
Well, sorry, let me hit the button. Go ahead, Roy.
Hello, Big Zebra. Cat is a little lamb.
I was just going to add to Randolph's comment there that he's been doing so much building. If he hasn't learnt by now, he should know better.
I know better than before.
He'll eventually figure out that he needs a roof.
I haven't put much thought into that yet. I'm also going to need to get a floor built here.
Okay, I mean, if it was me, I would have built the roof first, and then put the other stuff underneath, right? And then put everything else underneath it.
No.
Typically speaking, floors and roofs are useful.
Yes.
I'm eating coffee gelato for whoever asked.
I did. It sounds tasty.
It was awesome.
I had. Do you guys have it? Yeah, you have A&W down there, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a couple of team burgers and then a couple of double buddy burgers with cheese.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I ate like half a cow.
Moo.
So this is the free gift that they gave us for ordering groceries.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
what is that?
okay.
Yeah, Kate has talked about that on the
Excuse me?
show from time to time. I have yet to try one.
Is that
I
like
don't know
coffee?
if I want to know.
Or is it just coffee instead of caffeine?
Coffee Coke?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Here's the thing.
Who needs to sleep?
They've been trying to gaslight us for like the last 2 months when they came out with this bullshit. They already had a fucking Coke coffee drink. It was called Coke Black. It was a whole thing. And now they're acting like this is brand new. I'm like, you just did that. You just
The
they didn't
label
market
is
it.
new. Give them that much.
They didn't market it appropriately, so they had to revamp it and act like it's brand new.
I think Randolph is stripping.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Are you trying to encourage me to create a Pornhub account where I strip all the wood?
There you are.
All right, I've already got wood. No.
Yeah, so does Ben Shapiro. Never mind.
Okay.
Oh,
About $3 worth.
Blarg.
Hi, Kate.
Hello.
Hello.
We can
good.
I got full up on the last one, so I didn't send. I thought, you know what? I didn't get Kate in here for the last one, so I'm sending one this time for sure.
Yay,
Hi.
Kate! Yay!
What's up?
We're talking about Randolph's wood.
You know, like you do.
His big wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're talking about my wood while I'm busy screwing.
He's building our studio actually for that call-in show I always mention. That's what he's saying.
Can Lando Calrissian, is that an instant in?
What?
Lando Calrissian Funko Pop?
Funko Pops.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Which version? The original version from the original trilogy, or the new one from Solo?
Oh yeah. Which outfit?
I think it's Rise of Skywalker.
Is it?
Oh.
Oh, so new.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Let's see.
One where he looks like really old.
Billy D's looking a little raggedy.
It's probably all of that Colt 45.
Yeah.
Works every time.
Do you collect any Funkos, Kate?
I mean, not a lot. I have a couple. I have one of Tron, one of Sark, and one of Wedge Antilles.
No, nice.
I have a
have
double
one.
wide buttload of Fallout Pip-Boy bobbleheads, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have two bobbleheads. Megatron. And what the hell's the other one? Oh, Boba Fett.
Ah.
Yeah, that's it.
Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Boba Fett.
Oh no, I also have Jack Skellington.
If it's not obvious yet, I got the notification for this thing when I was kind of baked. So
You're all good.
You're still
I
celebrating
told-
420, are you?
So would you say you're half baked?
Ah,
no, I think half does not describe this.
I will probably be joining you with that, Kate, at some point. I think I have one made downstairs. If not, it just needs rolling up.
I got a couple rolled, and I've
Well, I
got
was vaping.
edibles.
So instead of Grogu by himself, I could get the Mando on a bantha with Grogu in the side saddle for 30.
Or
I think, or just the one for 11. But there isn't one with all three of them together. I like banthas. I'm all about Tatooine.
As long as it doesn't smell, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. You can't smell the movies. I'm sure Dagobah was quite rank.
Oh yeah.
Just a peat marsh full of slime monsters.
Yeah.
Peat smells great. Said no one ever.
When you burn it and you can taste it in the scotch.
Oh, well, yeah. It has its functions, I guess.
I mean, I'm trying to remember what movie it was. It might have been like Goonies or The Dark Crystal or something, but they had to build a big swamp set. And like for whatever reason, the people building the swamp decided, okay, we're just going to throw a lot of like muck and bracken in there and let it ferment until it's time to film for like 3 weeks or something.
Wow.
And like the actors were just constantly throwing up as soon as they shouted cut. It was like terrible, the worst working conditions ever. Wish I could remember what that was. Maybe a Princess Bride or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds like something the Princess Bride would do.
It does sound something like you'd find on the sets of The Princess Bride, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What was the labyrinth? Didn't they have a swamp in there too?
The Bog of Eternal Stench, yes.
Sir Didymus, he's got to have one. I want a Sir Didymus one.
You know what? We don't have nearly enough like something of the something in this world. You know, we don't have like the when I was a kid, I went on vacation in New Hampshire to this place called Isle of Shoals. And we don't have that. We don't have like Isle of Shoals, Bog of Eternal Stench, Coast of Great Glory, or whatever the fuck. We don't have that. And
Mall of America.
I wish we had more of it.
Despair.
Did you just say Bog of Eternal Stench?
I did.
Yes.
I thought you did, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
We have Nebraska, the state of eternal smug Republican shithead.
But I just think the world would be cooler if we had more places with names like that. That's all that follow that format.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think I should submit that for Nebraska's new state motto.
All right.
Eternal stench.
I have a motto, but I don't know how to speak Latin. I can't pronounce it in Latin, but my new motto on my personal coat of arms is "fuck them if they can't take a joke."
That's
in
a good
Latin.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, they got dark crystal ones.
They do?
Oh,
Now,
man.
Mikey, the one you need is a Ningo Montoya.
Oh, they got
Yeah.
the little worm in the wall. Get out of here, cat. Go.
Well, okay.
Hurt yourself.
My favorite band doesn't have Funko yet.
I know they have Metallica.
Oh, that's not my favorite band.
No, I know that. I think everybody knows who your favorite band
Pretty
is.
much.
Well, okay.
And it's not Count Basie and his orchestra.
Count Basie.
Electric Light Orchestra?
Just ignore her. She says things, and it's like from before everyone else in the stream was born. So
I know. It's Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem.
There you go.
That was.
I mean, hey, at least it might not be just me for once.
like as a kid, I didn't know what the hell their whole deal was, but I knew I liked it. I was like, "Yo, these dudes is funky fresh. I like these dudes." My mom's like, "No, they're all right. They're all right. Leave the crazy musicians living in a van alone."
I am still cracked up when I think about ridiculous music, and I remember that my granddad at his funeral, as we walked out of the crematorium, had Fire by the Crazy World of Arthur Brown play.
Okay.
I didn't catch any of that last couple of seconds.
Okay, so my as we walked out of the crematorium at my granddad's funeral, Fire by the Crazy World of Arthur Brown played.
Oh, that Fire. Dun, dun, dun. That one?
Yeah.
Right.
It got a chuckle out of some of us, and a couple of people further towards the back burst out crying. Which is, I think, what Granddad expected and intended, if I'm completely honest.
Would he have wanted that?
I have to admit, I've thought of ways to piss people off at my funeral, too.
He left me this. The little book of insults.
Alrighty. I like it.
There's video of this one Scottish dude who had a stereo in his coffin. So as they're lowering it down, there's this banging, "Hey, let me out! It's dark in here."
I saw that. Yeah.
Just on the topic of Latin, there is a phrase, illegitimi non carborundum.
Yes.
Which translates as "Don't let the bastards grind you down."
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
No.
I love that one.
Not quite my guess, but okay.
Well, the illegitimi is leads into it, the illegitimi. But the carborundum, no, I never really understood that at school.
I think I understand. I mean, carbon grinding stone. I don't know.
You've got it. Yeah, well done.
Well, that's where the name of the grinding paper. The silicon carbide. That's where the name of that stuff comes from. It's called carborundum.
No, carbonite, and they put Han Solo in it.
Right. There you go.
Oh my! Speaking of which,
yes, dear.
I was flipping through, like I'm always looking for like cool looking Star Wars shit. They have carbonate Han Solo magnets that you can put on your fridge. Like it's the whole fridge.
Right.
I've seen pictures.
Oh my god, it's beautiful.
It's like your entire door is just Han. Just
yeah.
I have to find this.
I got my brother an ice cube tray that made like little frozen ice cubes of Han Solo in carbonite.
No way, really?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. You can get a couple sizes.
That's awesome.
I would have bought it, but our fridge is one of the ones with the freezer on the bottom and not on the top door. It's for the old school fridges with the top and the bottom. And I'm sure they've made ones for updated fridge, but I haven't found one yet. Just if they do, they're like $300 and something bucks. I'm like, I would pay that.
It's like that's expensive, but I would do that.
Yep.
That's kind of worth it.
It's almost the same price as my fucking fridge. For
I found a vinyl sticker for $50.
Really?
Yeah.
No, this is a 3D thing with that. His fingers are actually in it and everything.
Wow. That's
cool. Okay. This one looks flat, but it's a vinyl sticker you can put on the door of your defriginator.
No,
cool.
That's not the one.
No, they actually have one that makes it like it's fairly thick. Like it's like a half an inch thick, and it's kind of 3D-ish looking.
Kind of like how you can buy a big old door thingy that makes it look like you're walking into a TARDIS.
Okay.
That would be cool.
Like not just the door, but the door frame. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah. Me too, X. Yeah, that's cool. That's fucking really cool. Coolest,
gotta prioritize.
Coolest Doctor thing I have, or Doctor Who thing. That I don't have Doctor Who's thing. But anyways,
who?
Is the T-shirt that's got Bugs Bunny sticking his head in the door, going, "What's up, Doc?"
I also have a scarf downstairs.
Oh, like the
Doctor Who stuff.
What's his name? Baker's scarf?
Yeah, Tom Baker.
Nice.
Yeah, which is always really... when I was going into college at one point, I was wearing my headphones. I was completely oblivious. And this random girl came up and tapped me on the shoulder. And as I turned around, she just handed me a note and speed walked further on. And it just said, "I really like your scarf," with a smiley face next to it.
Perfect. It was a victimless crime. She got to say what she was thinking, and she didn't have to interact with you. Perfect. Nailed it.
Yeah, pretty much. It's the ideal British interaction. We don't have to speak.
Politely tap them on the shoulder, hand them something, and dart away as quick as possible.
So, Sam, you just reminded me of something. Thank you, because I completely forgot that I'm still missing that for my Rorschach costume. I actually want to get the little happy face button with the blood droplet from the Watchmen. So that's going to go on the costume. Yes, thank you. I just remembered that.
I gotta watch that again.
Oh, it's so good.
It's been a while. It's weird how faithful it actually was. Like there were a lot of things that like they missed. I thought the revised ending actually made so much more sense than that giant octopus thing.
Yeah, true.
Randolph's about ready to cut his hand off. He's sawing down the middle of 2 pressure points.
Well,
he's going to catch one of those things on the blade, and it's going to fly back at him.
Especially if you compare it to V for Vendetta. I mean, that was not faithful in the least.
No, V was terrible.
I have heard such bad things about V for Vendetta that I'm not even sure I want to watch it to find out how bad it is at this point.
It's a really great flick, as long as you don't expect it to be the comic book in movie form.
Right. Yeah, it had its moments, but I thought they could have done way better. It's like when they tried to do Dune the first time in the theaters. I was like, what is this?
See, I feel like that might be, for me, a bit like when because as a small kid, I read Aragon basically repeatedly. And then I watched the film, and I was like, this is shit.
Well, you know, the thing
but we all love
like,
Kyle MacLachlan and Paul Atreides.
Dune is something that I really should like. I mean, it's completely in my wheelhouse. It's the kind of thing I should love, and for some reason I've never connected with it. And I've read the book, I've watched the movie, and I have the miniseries as well. I own all of those, and every few years I give it another try, and I don't know why I don't like it. I want to, and I don't, and it's weird, and I don't like that part.
It's not weird. It happens. You can't like
I know,
everything.
So let me
want
Foundation. Have you read Foundation?
I tried to and didn't enjoy that either. I think the problem was that it was not character-based enough.
Your Foundation's weird because you never have the same cast of characters.
Yeah, that bothers me. When I connect with
over
a series,
1,000 years.
well, when I connect with a series, it's usually because the characters are compelling. I've even been convinced to watch shows that are totally stuff I would never give a crap about, just because the characters are so much fun. So
Dune is completely character-based.
Yep.
Yeah, but Herbert's problem is that he over-describes everything to the point where my imagination has nothing left to do.
Kind of like George R.R. Martin.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, if you can get past the over-description, Herbert is great. Because the problem that is translating Herbert to film is the amount of internal monologue that goes on in the books. And so that's why the stupid 84 film had so many whispering moments. That
Yes.
Nuts.
See, I have the really bizarre experience of loving reading, but being aphantasic. So I don't have an inner eye. I don't see things when I'm reading.
Huh.
You are the second person I've heard of that has that.
And like, so I have that, and like I can, when I'm high, like baked, I can just about visualize like basic shapes, and I can dream, and that's it.
I don't dream when I'm high.
Oh no, even when I'm not high, I can dream, but I only dream relatively rarely. But that has resulted in some bizarre conversations where I've gone like, because for the first 17 years of my life, I thought that flashbacks were this made-up thing as a story device because it was useful.
Oh no, they're real.
Well, not too long ago, I found out that only some people have like an inner monologue. Or like not some. Actually, most people have that. Only a few people don't. I've actually hearing about that. I've actually tried to turn mine off, and what I've come to realize is before the like really truly conscious part of my brain thinks it, my brain actually thinks the same thought about 3 or 4 times. It's really weird.
I do that too.
When you stop and think about it.
My brain can do that sometimes, or like I will have the same thought 5 or 6 times over the course of like a week, and then at the end of the week I'll go, oh shit. That's what I was thinking.
Totally not what I mean though. I mean like if someone asked me for an explanation for something, and it was like something I could explain in one sentence, that sentence would be like half formed, and then said really quickly, and then normal pace, and then I speak it. It's like it's almost like a weird kind of progressive echo, getting clearer and clearer each time. I don't know. It's weird.
Okay. I was just reading not too long ago, and I don't know if this has been around for a while or not, that it's possible that the internal monologue helps in forming memories.
Mm-hmm.
So those who don't have it don't necessarily, they're not as good at forming memories as those who do. Something like that.
Yeah.
You know what the funny weird thing about memories is when you remember something, you're not remembering the last time it happened. You're remembering the last time you remembered it.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And every time you recall it, you're restoring that memory, and you're storing it again, and it changes every time. Yeah.
Human memory is bizarre and far less reliable than we'd like.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't even remember who just said that.
There you are. Uh-huh.
But
Well,
a year ago when I woke up in the hospital, it's been really weird. Like, okay, I used to be able to like describe every event. Now I can barely remember how things went in order.
I was having all those seizures for a while, and they royally fucked with my memory. To this day, there are certain people, I've known them for years, cannot remember their name at all. And like, no matter how many times they tell me, just can't do it. There's certain words and definitions that are disconnected from each other. It's getting better, but there are memories that like my parents have told me about, things that we've done together that I don't remember at all. Like they never happened. It's bizarre.
See, I have something that's different to that, but it is a thing related to my memory where sometimes I will dream a memory over and over, but I'll dream variants of it with like distinct enough changes that I'll be not sure what happened in like an hour's span. I'll be like, I have like 6 different memories of that hour.
Okay.
Well, I was going to say to you, Sam, when you get to my age, you have a lot of flashbacks in your dreams, and some of them are actually quite exciting.
See, when I do dream, it tends to be ridiculous shit, like being chased through the woods by people with dogs or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I get chased in my dreams. Yeah.
There were a lot of aliens in my dreams.
This is actually Mikey. What do you get off the Funko Pop site?
I'm not. I'm giving everybody love buzzes on Patreon right now.
Oh, he's such a nice guy. Why don't we hear around the horn?
I was going to do that earlier about what music we want to be lowered into the ground with.
Oh yeah, but no. I want to know what your like your most favorite dream that you remember that stands out and has stood out like your whole life.
Oh.
And we'll start with, of course, the guest of honor, Jake.
Sure. Honestly, I don't dream all that much.
Either.
And I mean, I probably do. I just don't remember them when I wake up. But there was one. It must have been. I was probably like 13, 14. That I remember, and I still remember because it was so weird. But so at that time, I had a pet rabbit, and I guess somehow its name was Buddy. He was a cool guy. He's pretty soft.
Buddy.
But yeah, so this dream, like I woke up and I was like small, and I was also made of like carrot material. Like my body was just like,
oh no,
carrot flesh.
Oh no!
I was like looking around. I was like, what in the world? What's up with this? And then I see my rabbit just like walking over to me, and then he's like, oh, I'm like, oh no, he's gonna eat me. And so I just start running, and he just starts chasing me, and I'm like, oh no, I gotta get away. And then that's pretty much all I remember. But it was the weirdest thing, and that's. I was a carrot, and I was running away from my pet rabbit, and what the hell?
Issues.
Okay. Yeah.
So funny.
Oh, sure. Now he switches. Look at this Captain Professional over here with the mega.
My other one froze again. God damn it!
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
It was going so well for so long, but
and then the carrot scared it. So it was like,
Yeah. All right. What about you, Mikey?
I keep having falling dreams, and back when I was lifeguarding, I always had like this dream of like holding a balloon and like getting lifted up, and like there was like what do they call it, where it's like a 0 depth pool where you can just like gradually walk in, almost like the beach or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what it's called, but it's like the slope that goes into the water as opposed to just like a curb.
Mm-hmm.
And I would
Like
just
a
be
shoal?
playing. Yeah, there's a name for those kinds of pools where you can just like walk in, but whatever.
Wading pool?
It's kind of like like the big water parks where they have like the wave generators and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That kind of thing minus the wave generator. So it's like regular.
Sounds like a shoal.
Yeah. Okay. Shoal pools, and I would like take this balloon from somebody. Because I'm like, it's got too much helium in there. You're going to lift up off the ground. And then I grab it. And then I lift up off the ground. And they keep telling me to let go. And I'm like, no, I'm going to wait till I can scoot over to the deeper water. And of course I slip. And then I just wake up. And then I'm doing something else. And then like I will get that same slice of going up in a balloon over a pool to try to fall into the water that wasn't so deep, and it just never happens. I never get it.
Great. You said going up in a balloon, and now the Cat Came Back song is stuck in my fucking head. All right, what about you, Swede?
I distinctly remember having a dream that I woke up and always wanting to go back to sleep and have again.
Me too.
Was that I was the benevolent dictator of the Star Wars universe.
Okay.
And I got to come back to high school. Like they came and picked me up, kind of like the Last Starfighter, you know, took me away and said, "We want you as this." And then I got to go back to high school and be like, "What's up, bitches?"
That's
and then I woke up and I'm like, "Fuck." Because it was one of those that was
so vivid.
I swear there was a cheesy 80s show with that as the premise, where like some school kid is also the emperor of a galactic empire or some shit. I swear that was an 80s show. Maybe
Flight of
even
the
live
Navigator.
action. Like something like Benji, Zax, and the Alien Prince, but completely different.
But there are a few parts of it that I distinctly remember. I remember having the Imperial Guards follow me around, and the ones in the red, and stuff like that. And for the life of me, I've never had that dream again. I always
Star Wars.
The ones I do have are the spider shit that I don't want to have again.
Emperor Sweet Petite's high school reunion. All right, let's circle down from Sweden and go to Diana.
Oh, yay. I guess mine would be a class of dreams. It's not a single dream. It's a bunch of dreams that are related. Kind of. No, it's being back at the island where my grandparents had their summer cottage. I think one of the places in the entire world that I most love. And it's just no strange things or anything. It's just going out fishing or just sitting around in the wooded areas, that sort of thing, and just being there. And it just feels so good again. I mean, I can't go back now. They don't have they're not alive. The cottage has been sold off and everything else. I can't have that back. So it's just nice to be able to dream it and to actually be there again.
That's cool.
And yeah, it's just a feeling I get, and it's a beautiful thing. But what do you do?
Sounds like it. Awesome. What about you, Rory?
I did. I met the actress Helena Bonham Carter once.
Oh my god!
And I had a rather sexual dream about her. And it was going fairly well, and she had her clothes off and everything. I have to add, I have to be very careful here because she was actually only about 14 when I met her. But so anyway, it ended with no sexual intercourse whatsoever, but a certain rise in my bedclothes.
Wow. All right. Thanks for.
On that note,
Sure. All right, Sam, your turn.
All right, so there are several, but I'll go with this one. So I was so I live in like a hilly area, and I was stood on one hill that's near me, and then there was like another hill that's bigger that's nearby, and I was stood on the lower down one, and Hermes in like full like toga, golden sandals, all of that stuff was stood on the other one and was really big. And then this gap between us sort of just shrunk until I was stood like a couple of feet in front of him, and he kind of shrank as the distance shrank, such that he was about 8 feet tall compared to me being just under 6 feet. And then kind of he reached out an arm as though to give me a hug, and then the dream just cut out there.
And the dagger slipped in.
Which is a rather amusing dream for me to have as a pagan, but you know.
Yeah. Interesting. Randolph?
Well, mine's also kind of Star Wars themed, like Irish Swedes there. But you know that scene in one of the Star Wars movies? I saw this when I was a young kid. There was, like a lot of people have, where they're kind of in this, Luke Skywalker's in the swampy area with Yoda, and he's learning how to use the Force and all that, and lift boulders and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
I dreamt that I was learning from Yoda to lift the boulders, and it felt so real. It felt like the heavier it was, the harder it was to lift using the Force. It was just an incredible feeling. I always remember that. It's just, and I'm more of a Star Trek fan than a Star Wars fan, but
Get out.
Whoa! Hot take.
I'm there with Randolph as a Star Trek fan. Yep.
but
You're
I like
outnumbered,
both
Kate.
very much. Yeah.
So I don't mean it. I watch Trek too.
Yep.
I like sci-fi. I'm even watching fucking Farscape right now, the old fucking Farscape show.
That's a good. I have the worst crush on Chiana.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
yeah, me too.
I got about, I think, like 5 or 6 episodes into B5 before the pandemic started, and I'm at my dad's house and I was watching it with my stepdad.
Oh, cool. What do you think of it? B5's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the little I saw of it was incredibly good, and I kind of saw far enough that I can see that strings of plot are going to start to come together, but it seems very stochastic at the start.
Oh, wait till the Shadow Wars. The Shadow Wars are great. All right, let's swoop down to Bionic Dance. Kate, what about you?
And this is what the dream that stuck with you the most.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or just like your favorite one, the one that always you think about. Yeah.
Well, keep in mind that I was very, 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 very young when I had this dream. I'm pretty sure my age was still in the single digits. And it being the early 80s, I had been fed on a steady diet of Lucas and Spielberg when I had this dream, just to set the scene.
Okay.
Right? So, basic plot, 2 kids. Like, I think it was 2 boys and a girl, but I can't remember. So 3 kids didn't know each other, found each other, end up combining into a super kid. And I, as the bystander, make friends with this now super kid who fucking glows and does telekinesis and floats and stuff, and then, of course, cue all the people who go, oh my gosh, that magic thing is evil, torches and pitchforks. And so the magical kid fucks off. And I'm like, oh, I lost my friend. Fuck all of you. That's basically the plot. It got much more detailed than that. But, I don't want to. Yeah. Anyway, so.
You made friends with a kid that was a Megazord, is what you're saying.
Not really, but okay.
The Voltron of kids.
Yeah. The Constructicon of kids.
Right.
The Beetleborg of kids.
Wow.
Let's name some more here.
I was thinking.
Yeah, it wasn't so much like one kid was one of the legs and one kid was the other leg. It wasn't quite like that. They more merged,
And I'll form the head.
Interesting.
I forgot to mention the super kids had this funky name. It was spelled like the word omni, but it was pronounced omni.
Omni? Cool.
Omni. I don't know why. I forgot. That was weird.
Well, that magazine came out when I was young. As I remember, because my dad started getting Omni magazine. And Sam was like, I'm not telling my dream. But and I pronounced it Omni, and my dad's like, no, it's Omni. I'm like, okay.
Well, and there was also that car, compact car called the Omni as well.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
See, I have relatives from various places in the UK, including a couple of Scousers. So I hear all sorts, including the word the word or suffix or prefix omni being omni all the time. So it's omnibenevolent.
Okay. Yeah,
And
you
this is
have
like-
got.
That's okay. I think
Rory, you're muted. Rory, you're muted.
Okay. Yeah, you have that very interesting set of vowel pronunciations, like the omni and the methane and that sort of thing. That
evolution.
Wait, the
Yeah,
Uthane? Or the
yeah, that
Ethane?
one. Hmm.
That's Canadian.
And that even,
British and French and whatnot too.
With my strange
Well, I was gonna
pronunciations, that
say,
even takes me by surprise.
See, my one of my favorite ones in terms of differences between US and UK pronunciations has been the word oregano, because it freaks my boyfriend out.
Okay.
Are you
Yeah,
talking about oregano?
that's
with the
not
blasphemy.
okay. Speaking of someone with Sicilian relatives, that's not okay.
You might as well have
mafia
said.
numbers in
You
here.
might as well have said quesadilla. Like that's how bad that was.
Jalapeno.
Yeah. Like,
I say
Just
that one all
tragically
the time.
Jalapeno? Yeah.
Yes, but I at least do it with a sense of humor.
the
I try to do
jalapeno.
it with love.
Neil, I'm about to get jalapeno business.
Okay, all right. Sure. I'm okay with jalapenos, so sorry.
Jalapeno.
Just shut up, Randolph. Go back to building.
Just popped in jalapeno.
See, the other fun one was the conversation that me and my boyfriend had about what a peanut butter and jelly sandwich is.
Okay.
What?
What is a peanut butter
What's-
and jelly
what-
sandwich?
Where's the dispute? Is my question.
Yeah.
How do you fight that?
Okay, so the issue is with the word jelly.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, it's jam, people.
Yeah,
It's jam.
Jam. That's what I
I
said.
like preserved.
And
Well, no, but,
Fuck
but,
y'all.
but jelly and jam are separate things. They're different things.
Yes, they
okay,
are.
so
Yeah.
what you call jello, we call jelly. So I'm imagining a peanut butter and jello sandwich when
Oh.
you say peanut butter and jelly.
But
Jello is different from jelly.
Yeah, many much
yeah,
because
and
jelly
jam is
is
different from jelly as well.
right because jam has the pieces of the fruit in with the other stuff.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
that's just jam with bits and jam without bits.
Well, I gotta
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay, like we're gonna hear this from people who call fries chips.
I'm just saying it's got to be jam because jelly don't shake like that. Hey,
No, it's the other way around.
must be jelly because jam don't shake like that.
That's right.
God damn it!
Yeah, good try.
So
there, Mikey.
close, Mikey. So close.
Points for trying. But the difference between jam and jelly is literally just the liquid
Right.
from the jam, and jam is the actual
Yeah.
substance
Yeah.
itself. And jelly's the
Fruit
runoff.
juice and pectin, basically. Yeah.
Right, exactly. Yes, exactly.
So
I
basically,
guess,
once again, we had to streamline the language. So now it's not jam with bits and jam without bits. It's just jam and jelly. Kind of like how we removed all those superfluous U's from all of your words.
Yeah, we sent a letter to King George III with a whole bunch of words that removed the letters, and he wrote back saying, "What the hell are you doing?" And we wrote back saying, "Getting rid of you."
Yeah.
I think where jelly comes from in we call Jello jelly here in Australia as well, but I always thought it was short for gelatin. So jelly is basically flavored gelatin.
Gelatin starts with a G, though.
Yeah.
Don't
Are we
start the
gonna
gift
have
shit
a
thing.
fucking GIF
I get that.
conversation
Yeah.
now?
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
But we also spell jail GAOL. So
J-O. Oh, shut up. You do not.
I've
G-
seen that.
G-
I've seen that in like, bad
G-
books.
Really?
Sam, back me up.
Yeah.
Do we not spell jail GAOL?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've seen
Like
that.
hair
But,
gel?
like
You
a lot
can't,
of
like,
fantasy
you-
novels will do that.
Like you can do. It's one of them things. And I find it really funny when I'll occasionally have a friend who writes jail, GAOL, and then other people around get confused, and that's always really fun to me.
See, the
that's
thing is,
the-
like, I'd love to be the person who got really confused, but just who would be the one who'd look up and go, but why? Why would you do that? Not what the hell does this mean? Just why would you make that choice?
Well, jail, G-O-L, was the old English spelling. And then the 16th century jails were G-A-L-L, but obviously it changed at some point in time.
Now that we've sidetracked completely,
Yes.
it's Sammy's turn to tell his dream story.
Oh.
And then I get to go.
Oh God.
No, God has nothing to do with it.
So it's got to be
That was my dream.
favorite dream.
Or just the one that stands out most to you, one that you remember.
Oh,
that
okay.
you always comes to the front of your
There
memory.
is my first sex dream. I do remember that quite vividly.
I think we all remember those ones.
That was
Yep, I was skipping that one.
But the one that stands out the most is fairly recent, actually. I had been binge watching The Walking Dead for quite some time, and I smoke weed on the daily, so I don't really dream and haven't for quite a few years. But I had this bizarre dream where it wasn't zombie related, but it was in an apocalyptic setting. So something major had happened in the world. I don't know what. And it was essentially, yeah.
He's a prophet.
This was probably 12 months before, yeah. But I was essentially on the run, and men in suits were trying to find me.
Oh,
the running man.
And nothing's really spectacular happened. My dreams are almost stupendously boring. When I do dream, it's like I'm just standing in the fridge trying to find something to eat. And that is literally my dream.
That's the weed.
Was any
But the fear that I was feeling in this dream, I woke up, and I was literally struggling to bring myself back to reality. And when I went back to sleep, I went straight back into the dream. So when I finally got up in the morning, I was in a state of pure cognitive dissonance for like 3 days, not knowing when I was awake or dreaming. It was the scariest thing I've ever experienced. I obviously didn't watch The Walking Dead ever again.
I'm curious about something. Did anybody in your dream call you Mr. Anderson?
I think they would have had they got me, but I managed to evade them the whole time. So,
Oh dear!
You got to be careful.
You think that's the air you're breathing?
Hold on, I got to share something. This fucking and thank you, Sam, for posting the link to it in the chat, in the private chat. But this is great. Seth Andrews just shared this on Twitter.
I thought you might want to share it.
Yeah, for sure. This is great.
Yeah, let's have a look. Oh, yes, indeed.
Yeah, but you see, the truth of the matter is, the stormtrooper's going to shoot at the red shirt, miss, but the red shirt's going to die anyways.
Yep. Yeah, but
yes, it will miss, but the red shirt will try and dodge.
One at a time, yeah.
Have we considered just using that to make power forever?
I'm on it.
So there.
Never. Cool story, bro. Okay, so the opening scene of the original movie.
Sure.
Those guys all died from natural causes.
They hit Princess Leia pretty easily with the stun gun too.
Yeah, and actually she took an arm wound in Jedi at the Battle of Endor.
Yeah.
So that
looks like the Jokers are wrong.
Meaner neater.
Well, hold on. What percentage are we talking?
Yeah, I was about to say, out of all the shots they shot,
I
we
mean,
know
think of how many
4
dead
targets
rebels
hit.
there are on Hoth.
Well, the truth is that
That's true.
they miss every time a character has a name,
Yes.
plot armor.
Okay, we'll go with that one. That works for me.
which means the red shirt is totally dead in Schrodinger's dilemma there.
That's right.
Mhm.
That's
My
right.
weirdest dream, though, going back to it, is the fact after surgery, because you don't sleep when you're under. It's
Right, right.
Mm.
So you wake up completely sleep deprived, and so you like haven't slept for like 48, 72 hours. And when you actually try to sleep after that, you have night terrors. And they warn you about this in the hospital because you start seeing things pop out of the shadows and all this other shit that starts
Never had
going
that.
on. And
Okay, a
It
bunch of years ago, I had brain surgery, and that didn't happen to me. So
Yeah,
yay.
me too.
Yeah, I missed out on that one too. I mean, I was in too much pain to worry about night terrors.
I came to you and I said, "Hey, give me some more."
Hey man, let me get another bump.
I have thus far avoided surgery, but while I would hope
We
that's
can
not
fix that.
surprising, I think I am the only person from I think I'm the only person from my like immediate family, including smaller siblings, besides a 3-year-old, who hasn't broken a bone or had a surgery.
Mm.
Lucky so far.
Yeah, how did you
Just so far.
rate? I don't know, man.
Yeah, I got to my 40s before I broke a bone.
I didn't break a bone until my
in my
cardiothoracic
20s.
surgeon broke one for me.
Okay.
Thanks,
to the
cardiothoracic surgeon, Dick.
I mean, as far as an accidental bone break, I was 34 before I broke my ankle. But the brain surgery where they actually sawed my head open, that was when I was 18. So I don't know.
Wow.
Which one do you want to talk
when
about?
are they going to seal that back up anyway?
I broke an arm flying a kite.
What the hell? How did
How
you
big of
manage
a
that
kite was
one?
it?
Did
Running
it get hit
across
by lightning?
No, it was a nice day. It was, and I hadn't said anything blasphemous as far as I know, but I was trying to fly this kite and trying, and I wasn't giving up. I must have given it a good 30 tries. We're on a windy beach that day, and this one try, I slipped on some watery dip in the ground. It was all on grass, and I slipped and fell on my arm. And then I looked and I saw my arm has an extra bend in it. That's not right. And then the pain set in, and I glanced up, and I happened to see the kite flying across the ocean toward So it wasn't a total loss.
See,
I don't know. It sounded like it would do anything to get away from you.
Now this wasn't necessarily a broken bone, but when we were in Greece, my little sister tried to do a somersault into the pool, misjudged how far back from the pool she was stood, and smacked her head on the ledge of the pool.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Yeah.
She probably went unconscious and like was underwater for a good 2 or 3 minutes before she regained consciousness and came up.
Whoa!
And after that, she couldn't quite spell her name properly.
Yeah, pretty much.
After that, she got rushed to the hospital, but because it was Greece in like 2012 or whatever it was like, we can't just glue your head back together for this, so we're just gonna have to give you stitches. So she still has a little tube in her room with her stitches in it from when she broke her head.
Okay.
She's still got a little dent in her head. Like if you run your finger over her head in the right spot, there's just a dip in it.
Yeah, I know that one because I've got the same sort of thing going on up here.
Yeah, you know when they like stuck a needle through my skull and then stuck a laser through that, you can't even find a scar on the back of my head. Like I can't find it now.
I used to lifeguard, and it was always a game of how are these little bastards going to try and kill themselves today? And it's always something new and unique. And flipping into the pool without a diving board was like, yeah, as far as hitting your face, yeah, they always screwed up the somersault or whatever. That or trying to triple, quadruple jump on the diving board, scraping the whole top of their foot up. Now they're gushing blood everywhere. It's just glad I don't do that anymore.
I have 7 smaller siblings, and it's like herding cats. It's like herding cats that can teleport.
Were you just so? What the fuck?
I remember once, this was so terrible, this is etched into my memory. I was playing that game, you know, you're the bigger one, and you're holding on to the little kid by their hands, and you're spinning around, so like the centrifugal force, their legs are up in the air, they're flying, and on one go round, I saw the small child running towards us, and I tried to stop, but I didn't get there in time, and the kid I was holding on to, that kid's feet just sklunked this little, like, 4 or 5-year-old girl right in the temple, and I tried so hard to stop, and I saw it coming, but there was nothing I could fucking do.
Momentum is a killer.
So, yeah, that's just...
Throw both children.
Oh, dear. My little sister will not let me forget the time I ran over the tail of a chicken with my bike.
Okay.
It's just a tail. I hit a whole duck.
We know it was just a tail because there were feathers caught in my wheel, but the chicken ran off.
Okay.
How do you know it wasn't the head? It could easily have been the head.
The one where
fuck you, give me my tail back.
That was on that was on Iona, which is like this little Scottish island.
The one where I wish I could have been there was when the pitcher, Randy Johnson, took out a pigeon with a fastball. If you can look it up on YouTube, and it's absolutely beautiful. You know, you see him go into his motion, and this pigeon coming into the frame, and all of a sudden there's just like snow, you know, feathers everywhere. There was nothing left of this bird.
So how did the umpire call that?
That was a strike for sure.
Well,
it was a foul ball.
Yes, it was.
To be fair,
all over that.
To be fair, he swung at the exploded seagull, so I mean that's a strike. He didn't hit it.
That's true.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
He swung at the dead bird, so
But the ball's got to go over the plate.
So
right?
I feel like some of the puns this evening are just a bit bird-brained.
Oh, here we go.
birds
here
of a
we go.
feather.
Well,
I haven't even told my dream yet.
I joined in with my own punnery, but let's remember, I'm like really baked. I'm only 60% certain I'm on like YouTube right now.
This is fair. Did you not seagull that particular pun coming, Neil?
Oh yeah, of course. Of course.
Well, hey, when it comes to bird puns, I'm down.
Okay.
Hey.
So you got a little feather in your cap for that one. Okay.
Here it
Well,
goes.
this doesn't.
I don't want to get cocky.
It's better than being henpecked.
Yeah. Well, you know, I've had a lot of
Gotta be
time
careful
to
not to get
think
a
of
bit
these.
flighty.
I've had a lot of time to think of these puns during lockdown, being all cooped up.
Well,
Yeah.
well, this doesn't have to do with tails, but I went for a CAT scan once. You know, where they put you into that machine and screen your body, that thing. And I went to the doctor to get the results, and she pulled them up on her computer screen, and she was pointing out the results to me, and she said, "Well, here are your lungs, here's your intestines, whatever." And I said, "Where's my head?" And she said, "Oh no, we cut that off." And I said, "Wait, what?" And I went, "Oh my gosh, I didn't feel a thing."
Oh my.
Yeah.
That's good.
You know why a chicken coop only has 2 doors?
Wait, whoa. Just okay. I thought we were done with the coop jokes and the chicken. They were excellent jokes, though.
If it had 4 doors, it would be a chicken sedan.
Yeah.
See that last one was just the feather in the cap before we move on.
Yep.
All right, Neil, what was your dream?
I don't know if I want to play with you children anymore.
What are you, chicken?
Yeah. All right. Mine's kind of like really bizarre, and that's why it's stuck with me. I was at least it starts out where I'm at summer camp. So I was young when I had this, and I had a kind of a crush on a girl at summer camp.
Oh boy.
And we were all the couples at summer camp were looking for places to go make out, right? So, and apparently I heard this rumor that there was this cliff with these little grassy tufts on them, and you could climb down and be out of view. Yeah. And so we got there and we're climbing down, and we start making out, and she fell off the cliff.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So I jumped to save her.
Oh no.
And that's when I learned I could fly. So I flew down, swooped down like Superman kind of thing, and scooped her up and landed down below. But we landed in a valley, and there were dinosaurs. so yeah, my dreams were fucked up when I was a kid. So we're running away from dinosaurs, and right as we get to where it was weird, because it was like, you ever see King Kong with that weird river with all the big ass bugs and shit like that?
Yes.
Okay, it was something like that, but there was no big ass bugs, just the dinosaurs. And we come to the mouth of the river, and at the mouth of the river, have you ever seen Escape to Witch Mountain? Like the original one from the 70s? No? Because there's this UFO that pops up out from behind a mountain, and that fucking UFO pops up at the mouth of the river and abducts both of us and takes us back up to the summer camp. And it turns out that the alien that flew the ship was my counselor at camp.
Yeah, your dreams sound like the cartoon shows I watched as a kid.
Yeah, well,
like at least half of that was Land of the Lost.
That's
right?
what I'm saying. Like,
I would have been influenced by that. Because I loved that show as a kid.
Yeah,
that's great. I've just realized I have let time get away from me. I have a date in like 10 minutes.
Oh, Sam, what are you doing fucking hanging out with us? Jeez.
I did not realize I did not have this.
You guys, I got a date.
Yeah, this one is with the boyfriend, so I shall be.
Go give him some loving.
Yeah. Quickly before I do, can I quickly shill Neil, because new podcast and all. So on Wednesdays at 5 Central Time, me and Maddie from over at Science Side Up and Will from over at Godless Sewing are doing a podcast, Pub Religion. A pagan, a Christian, and an atheist walk into a bar and have a drink is kind of the premise of it. It's more of like a casual chat about theological stuff. We've got the first 3 episodes out of it, and the first 3 have kind of been introductions to each of the co-hosts, and then we've got I think the next episode might have been Prosperity Gospel. It's something. But yeah, that'll be 5 Central on Wednesday.
Excellent. I one of these days, and I'm not doing an episode of Nonprofits. I totally want to come in and jump in on one of those.
Oh, see, we pre-record them.
Oh,
so it'd be if you don't have a show on a Tuesday.
Oh. Well, that does happen from time to time because, like, I take breaks
it does. So we record 2 episodes every other Tuesday. Is how we do it.
I gotcha. Okay, cool. I'll keep that in mind.
Sam.
Yes.
You're the only person I've ever met in my life who has a date at 4 a.m. in the morning.
Well, it'd be weird if it was 4 a.m. at night.
Right.
Yeah, it sort of happens when my boyfriend lives in Texas.
Oh, that kind of. Oh, I see.
That explains it.
Long distance.
Yeah, my boyfriend lives in Texas and my non-binary partner lives in Florida. I've been told I have a type.
A type? Yeah, they're all from the States.
Yeah, in the deep south.
No, all of my partners and my exes are trans witches.
That's okay.
All of them.
I thought you were going to say they're all from Texas. All my exes live
Well, it's better than my type, which seems to be junkies. But like seriously, I'm sure I've told you the story before about that ex of mine. Yeah. I gotta stop trying to find Tank Girl in real life because Tank Girl comes with issues.
Yeah, but Tank Girl's great.
Yeah, but anyone who's like that in real life is gonna rip your heart out.
Yeah, true enough.
Yeah, I mean, I've also noticed that my type involves the other person having daddy issues.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel like that's like honestly, being 19, I feel like most people around my age, that's probably a thing anyway. I'm one of few people my age who doesn't have daddy issues.
Yeah, no, you're pretty good terms with your dad, right?
Yeah, my dad's my dealer.
That's even better.
And the rules are: if I'm having sex, he shouldn't be able to hear it. Clean up after myself, and don't burn the house down.
Those seem pretty reasonable, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't drink his Jack Daniels is the other one.
Oh, okay.
So the thing is, if someone said to me, "Don't burn the house down," I'd be trying to think all of a sudden of other ways to bring the house down that don't involve fire. And I'm not sure, but I might be able to afford a wrecking ball.
Nice.
Fair. I cannot afford a wrecking ball. I am still waiting on a couple of job interviews.
Well, I mean to rent. I'm not going to buy one.
Oh, I mean, I think I have all of 60 quid to my name currently because I am owed money.
Let's face it, Kate. If you were going to destroy the house, it would be in a giant robot. You know that.
Well, yeah, but mine's in the shop and you know it.
Yeah, true enough.
Yeah, there's
Well, Sam, go ahead.
Yeah, so I was going to say there are places to be. I should probably go and make sure I'm actually set up because I am dressed and stuff for it. It's just making sure I'm set up.
I just wanted to say before you go, the hair looks great. I'm almost jealous.
Thanks.
It's getting long and you get nice color. It looks great.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of when it's down at the back, it's kind of down to here.
Nice.
I don't know if you could actually see that because I couldn't see the camera while I turned.
No, because you've got it all pulled forward, kind of like I do that too. Like it's all forward, but I can flip it behind. But sometimes I end up sitting on it, so it kind of sucks.
Yeah, it needs redying, really.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Well, go have fun. Like, don't sit here.
I will see you around.
Oh yeah, for sure. Thanks for joining.
Bye, Sam.
Bye, Sam.
Goodbye, Sam.
There were 9.
Now we can play Hollywood Squares.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, and look, I get Paul Lynde's spot.
And
Yeah, I think you're thinking of a much earlier iteration of Hollywood Squares than I am.
Okay, then that's likely. Yeah,
you could go. You could go even
Goldberg in our era.
No, you could even go
was
before.
usually Jim J. Bullock or somebody.
Yep. Yeah.
Whoopi Goldberg, I think, was my era.
That was my era too.
Whoopi was Jim J. Bullock was in there. Whoopi was in the center square. And the one that Diana mentioned, and before that was Ronnie Cox.
Oh wow, really?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know about that one.
Yep. Most of them are dead now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the center square is not a good place to be.
Yeah, it's a death sentence. We know this.
But isn't Ronnie Cox still around?
No.
No,
I'm pretty sure. No.
I could have sworn.
We're looking
Because I looked him up just recently.
Well, you know what I'm doing, Kate.
Yeah.
We need 2 other people.
It says he's still around.
Yeah, he's still there.
Then that's not who I'm thinking of because he's supposed to be. What the no? Oh my goodness! Hang on.
Oh! Tons of mice there saying Wally Cox, not Ronnie.
Wally Cox. That's it.
Oh,
Wally Cox. Thank you.
Moo. Yeah. Now Wally, I remember.
Okay.
Wally
That
Cox.
name's
Thank you.
familiar, but
Wally Cox was the voice of Underdog.
yeah, that I know who Underdog is, but like I could pick him out of a cartoon lineup. That's it.
Okay. There is no need to fear. Underdog is here. Anyway.
Wow, that dude died before I was alive.
Ooh, Wally Cox.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
He died in 73. I was not yet released. I wasn't even in
okay.
beta test yet.
Okay, then. Yeah.
Apparently, wow, Will Schreiner was also a Center Square. Interesting.
So,
I think-
Jake,
Yeah.
I've only been to Seattle once,
Yeah.
and I was in downtown Seattle. I think I was making a presentation to a supermarket buyer, but I came across this railroad crossing, and it was the longest train I have ever seen in my life. It was a freight train, and it must have gone on for about a mile or so.
Wow.
Yeah,
we get
Would that be the Pacific Railroad?
I don't know the exact names of like the specific trains, but yeah, there are a couple that are.
Okay, because I lived in Seattle for 20 years.
Yeah.
I think that might be called the. It had a name. It was like how in the East we have nor'easter, and it was something like it, nor something.
Well, the name of the railroad isn't that important, but the length of this train was just, I'd never seen anything like it in my life before.
Well, here in the States, trains that are a mile or even 2 miles long are not uncommon.
I was about to say, that's a pretty standard thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes the traffic in Seattle is bad just because of that.
Yeah.
But I love the city.
In the south area of Seattle.
I thought it was a really nice city. And again, I forget the name of the tallest building in Seattle?
Columbus Tower?
Yeah.
Space Needle is actually not the tallest. It's the they call it the Darth Vader building because it's all black and it actually looks kind of cool. It's like a mini Sears Tower almost. But yeah, you can go up the top.
Hey, thanks for calling it Sears Tower. I appreciate you saying that as a Chicagoan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As opposed to what?
It's called the Willis Tower because Willis bought it. I'm like, you can buy it, dude, but it's the Sears Tower. So
absolutely,
I've
with you
never,
every step of the way.
Like I was right now years old when I heard it was called anything other than the Sears Tower.
That was maybe 15 years ago.
Yeah,
right now, years old.
Yeah, I was in Chicago a couple of years ago, and it had already been bought and renamed, and then nobody was calling it that though, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
we're just
I don't know who that guy thought he was, Mr. Willis, but you better calm down. You don't just get to show him like, you know what? I think Chicago is a bad name. I'm gonna name it Willisville. Like, no, we're not listening to you. Get out of here. You're crazy, man.
Well, that's the unfortunate thing. You talk about Chicago, Boys Town got renamed.
No, Boys Town.
It's still Boys Town. It's on the north side.
Everybody still calls it Boys Town, but the last I looked it up, which was just a few days ago, it was called, Hadleyville or some shit?
No, Boys Town started in Omaha, and I live right by it. It's still Boys Town.
Okay.
Father Flanagan is buried a few miles from my house.
Well, one thing that does bother me about Seattle is like when I moved there, and for most of while I was living there, we had an area called the International District, which was primarily Asian. And all of a sudden, like right before I was about to move, people started calling it Chinatown. And I'm like, number one, China is maybe one of the least represented ethnicities from East Asia that are in the International District. And like number two, it seems like a weird step backward for a town that's usually fairly progressive. And I was like, and it's also just what the fuck I'm used to. I'm calling it the International District. I will die on that goddamn hill.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
Yeah, I think that's just a bad nickname it picked up. But yeah, I think it's always been, at least on signs and stuff, it was still called that, I'm pretty sure.
Buses, like with the voice, were saying International District Chinatown. Like they were combining the two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've only been down there a couple times, but
I'm rooting to have my province's name changed. I'm still going to keep the initials. I'm going to keep BC, but it's actually going to stand for Bernstein Country.
Okay, then.
Welcome to Bernstein Country.
Oh shit! I wanted Randolph to hear that, but he's wearing fucking head masks, headphones.
Ew, he's got a head mask. Ew.
It's like
I don't know
a
what-
grab from Half-Life.
You know my opinion on Canada.
Wait, what?
Well, that there is nothing wrong with Canada, that warming it up and nuking Quebec won't fix.
Mhm.
you can do it. There's an old joke here in Canada where the Quebecois guy, you find the genie rub the bottle and genie says get wishes, and the Quebecois guy says, I want you to put a wall all around Quebec, and the genie says sure. So the guy from Vancouver says, okay, now fill it with water.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That was me.
Yeah.
I'm actually. I've got a hard cutoff soon. Amanda's got a class coming up, an online class, and she's going to be the one talking on online now in a sec.
So Jake, what you're saying is you don't have any class. Just the wife.
I don't. No. I got to make room.
Jake has as much class as a Marxist society.
Gee, sweet.
Hey, be nice to my guest, sweet. I'm the only one that can insult the guests. All right.
I don't know. Seems to me he just got schooled.
I think so.
Boom, roasted.
Yeah, it was far superior to my burn. So
Oh, here we go.
I've made it a thing at work for all the younger people that are under me. They all convinced me, and my girl convinced me to start watching The Office. I went all the way through it, loved it, but now I won't stop doing bad Michael jokes, and now I've turned the tables on them. And they're just like, "Oh, dude, you don't have to bring up The Office." I was like, "All right, big tuna, gotcha."
tuna.
That's much like Dune. I tried really hard to enjoy The Office and couldn't connect with it for some reason.
I'm
The
with
Office
you.
just wasn't funny.
It's if you try to watch it by yourself, it's kind of boring. But if you have a buddy to laugh at it with, it's not so bad. It's a buddy show.
Hey, Dana, why don't you hit those keys a little harder?
Just a little bit, right?
One of these days, I will teach you to touch type.
Yeah. Like, does that keyboard say made in bedrock underneath it?
I think
feel
it
like
has
I would-
brown switches, so it's extra loud. It's a mechanical keyboard from 1983.
Yes, IBM.
Actually, it's a remake of that. It's the one that Unisonic makes. It is the
Oh,
IBM
the
Model
5.
M, but it's made by a different company now.
Brown or red switches.
Okay, these are beige switches on a black body.
Yeah, if they're brown switches, they're loud as fuck.
All right.
But yeah, I thought, oh, look at that. They deleted my damn message. But I knew it was the case that Boys Town got renamed. They're calling it North Olmsted now.
Links
Where?
there. I see it.
Let me.
Hold on, Diana. Go ahead, Neil. Jake's got to go.
Jake, thanks for being on the show tonight.
Yeah,
thanks for putting up with us in the after party.
Yeah.
And, you're always welcome to jump in if you see us going live. Just give me a message, and you're always welcome in.
Thanks, Jake. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Nice meeting everyone else. Yeah, this was fun.
Yeah, good
Enjoy
to
the-
meet you, Jake. Be good.
Enjoy the
Have
rest of your
fun.
nights
Don't get run
or mornings,
over.
wherever you are. Yeah, I'll try.
Have fun
Jake.
storming the castle.
Be well,
Run away
man.
from
Be
all
safe.
rabbits.
All right, have a good day, night, whatever, everybody. I'll
like the
see you
plague.
around. Yeah.
Yeah, it's morning for Rory though.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
the Google moderator team took my link out of the side chat. So here it is in
No,
our side chat. Huh? What?
no, it's right the hell
It's
there.
there.
I see it.
Google can't
Okay,
touch
here on my
StreamYard.
thing it says message deleted by Google moderator team. The heck?
Well, maybe they don't see it on YouTube.
So
Like maybe
it-
we
right,
see
right,
it here
that's
on,
what I
on
said, YouTube.
StreamYard.
so is
Yeah.
Boys Town Chicago
But-
trying to
but-
But
understand?
it stayed here on StreamYard.
Yeah, I just put it there.
Is Boys
No,
Town
no,
Chicago
not the
not?
private chat. In the comments,
Yeah,
like the
that's fine.
comment stream of the live chat.
Right,
That
I just put
happened
it there.
in the
Yeah,
previous-
the Boys Town
Yeah.
neighborhood of Chicago, right next to Wrigleyville.
So that's not associated with Boys Town, Omaha.
No. Boys Town is the gay neighborhood in Chicago.
Okay, the Boys Town in Omaha is the national rescue for teenagers in troubled homes. That all over the world.
If I remember correctly, that's Boys Town, isn't it? 2 words.
Yeah.
The one in Chicago is 1 word.
Oh,
So it's not so much Boys Town as Boys Town.
Something like that. Yes.
Okay.
And that's the one thing I didn't do. Well, one of the things I didn't do when I was in Chicago the last time around. I want to go back and I want to tour Boys Town. I want to attend Pride there because they tell me that they've got one hell of a Pride celebration going on there.
So is that like the Folsom Street Fair in San Francisco?
Kinda, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
A Midwest version.
Let's see if it works for me. Yep.
Yeah, because Boys, you'll understand why I was like, no, Boys Town hasn't been renamed.
Yeah, I get it. I
was like, no, I don't think she's talking about Omaha.
What Spanky there, Irish sweetie boy, whatever your name is. Sorry, I'm bad with names. Said is the Boys Town. I always thought you meant when you would say Boys Town.
Oh, you thought it was the kid thing?
Yeah.
Every time Diana, you've brought up Boys Town before, and every time you said it, I was thinking of the charity thing.
Yeah, Boys Town is not just Omaha. There's campuses nationwide.
Thank you.
I remember like the commercials. Wasn't that the one with the logo with like the blue on white helping hands thing? Yeah.
Yep.
I reposted that link you put there.
Oh, danke schön.
And it's stuck, so it's still there because it's still showing up.
So you must have privilege that I don't have. Okay.
Well,
you're king of this. You're king of this
channel
anyway. So yeah, it's your channel.
It's my channel, and I'll link if I want to.
Yep, pretty much.
So I'm going to link it in the private chat.
Like what?
Boys Town, the actual Boys Town.
So why do you gotta say the actual? There can be 2.
No, I'm saying Boys Town is in 2 words.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I'm surprised that Google Eats hasn't gotten a cease and desist from Google at this point. Stop making promises for us. We do not deliver to the North Pole. Stop saying it on the internet, please.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. If you were up on a weekend at 3:00 in the morning watching TV as a teenager in the 90s, you saw an ad for Boys Town if you're having trouble, call this hotline and you can escape your abusive family and come here and live with a Catholic family.
That's the bad part. This is the sort of thing I wish that I could do, a non-religiously affiliated safe haven, especially for the queer kids.
Yeah.
I tell you, I could have used something like that when I was young. I really feel for the kids who are deathly afraid of finding themselves out on the streets. You know, our so-called parents kicking them out and all that bullshit.
Yeah. When the Catholic priest thing started happening, this town was very afraid of something coming out about Father Flanagan or anything like that about Boys Town.
Okay,
luckily,
then
there has been nothing.
Good. So it's either because it hasn't been there or because the Vatican has really been working on burying it. Yeah.
So, I kept hoping that, like when I was younger, that there would be a support network out there for people like me whose hippie parents would inflict granola and tofu on them. We really needed a safe haven for those of us who were affected by that kind of hippie-ass diet. I have to say.
Well, yeah, take you away from the granola and bring you to a sane world of
hamburgers and pizza.
And kishka and let's see, all sorts of offal. and all the wonderful things that we Slavs would eat.
Folks, I'm just going to give you a heads up now. I'm going to bring this to a close pretty quick because I know, but
you're not fun.
I really want to keep these for. I've been known to have record fucking long hangouts, like as you know, Dana, you've been a part of a few of them.
Of course, I have. Yes,
but
Dude,
well, there's
go ahead.
I'm stoned and eating citrus fudge. I could go all night.
yeah, but I can't because I got to get up
on the air, Kate. We'll do an 8-hour show.
There you go.
This sounds like a 45-minute warning again.
No, it's going to be less than 45. What I'm going to ask people to do now, and I kind of wish Sammy was still with us because he could have shilled his stuff too, but I want everyone to shill out their stuff and let people know where you can be found.
Okay, then.
Me first, not me first. Oh. Come on, Captain Mar fans, let's go.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's a meme now.
You started it.
Anyway, hi, I'm Captain Mar fans, I guess. Who the fuck cares?
Well, we care. We actually do care, but that's why we poke fun at you.
Anyway, so hi. This is April is not a month for any awareness for anything I have, so I don't give a fuck. Anyway, I'm coming up on my 1 year of everything I've happening, so May 10th is my other birthday. But anyway, let's see here. You can go to my YouTube channel, The Irish Swede. Please subscribe because I'd like to hit 100 subscribers sometime soon. My lovely Twitter address right over here.
Nice.
And I will be doing a live stream roughly around May 3rd to build my new computer. So that'll be exciting.
Well then.
So I will be having a new Ryzen 7 with all the trimmings and fixins, and it'll be an RGB nightmare of a case. So it'll be fun. Anyway, so there's that, and that's about it. And, if you feel like donating to a charity, please pick the John Ritter Foundation. They've been donating. They've been picking up the tab for people's genetic testing for over 20 years now. Or
Awesome.
10 years now.
It's your turn, Diana. Oh, yay. Okay,
you're the
then.
center square right now. Well, you're the big square right now.
Wake me up here. Yay. I am Diana Clarion. I am Diana Clarion, the Lavender Lady, and on Sundays at noon Eastern and Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, along with the one, the only, the brilliant, the beautiful Kate Farr, a Bionic Dance, we do a little show of talking about this, that, the other, and occasionally Momnado and Tornado Pelt join us. And we currently hold the record, I think, for length of show here on this channel. What do we do? About 8 hours, Kate? Something like that?
Oh, I'm sure we have one that's longer than that. We have to have cracked double digits.
Oh, absolutely. I know that.
Then why'd you say wait?
Well, I mean, just lately we've been doing about 8 hours. Okay, yeah, sure. the last couple shows, and we have just a whole bunch of fun. No real topic. I don't think we've had a topic in months, have we?
Yeah, you guys are funny.
When we have, we've gone about 5 minutes before one of us, usually me, dragged us in another direction. So.
But we have a dedicated following, and I thank every one of them. And we'd love to have you aboard because we have a whole bunch of fun, and we hope that our audience does as well. And there you go. Sundays at noon, Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, and the channel is called The Lavender Lady.
Oh, 7 Eastern. That's 5 my time.
Yeah.
No, 4 my time.
4. Yeah. We'll have to drag you on. We haven't had you
that
on
would be
in
fun.
a while. Yeah, wouldn't it?
I could probably do a Sunday one more than a Tuesday because, of course, I do my show Tuesdays. But
Okay.
but
So
a
you're
Sunday
saying
one.
that you're more important than we are.
Yes.
Selfish.
I'm not saying that, but my brain is definitely going, yes, they're right.
Ba-ba-da-bum-ba-dum-bum.
So
Rory!
please join us. Really, it's a whole bunch of fun.
It is. I've watched a few, and I've been in your chats. You see me.
Yes, you have. You remember the one where Darth Dawkins was giving us a bunch of crap, don't you?
Oh fuck! I was having such a good day, and you had to bring him up.
Oh, jeez. Oh well.
Fucking ass clown. All right, sorry, Rory. We keep bumping in there, but
No, that's fine. I'm following on from Irish Swede. My birthday is coming up on May the 7th.
Yay!
So we're not too far away. Apart from that, you can find me on Twitter. I'm sure Neil will be kind enough to put my address in his reply.
The thank you tweet. Yep.
The thank you tweet. And that's about it. I'm an old English gentleman with nothing much better to do but to get onto Neil's channel from time to time.
Oh, you're a sweetie.
Thank you.
Bum-ba-da-bum-ba-dum-bum.
Randolph.
Hi, muted.
Hello. I'm Randolph Richardson. I'm building the upcoming studio for True North Talk. And what you saw me working on today is part of the framing for the east wall, which is the final wall we need to build before we start putting in roof and flooring. So what I have installed there is a king stud, the jack, and the cripples. I still need to make the other half of it, which is the same kind of stuff. So
It sounds like you just described a kingdom in like a porn society.
Yeah.
well, I'm thinking maybe I should start calling them queen studs just to tick people off.
With the jack. I don't know.
And the crips.
And the
No, that's
The Crips,
starting
yeah.
to sound like gang stuff. So you can find out more about the True North Talk program at www.truenorthtalk.ca. I'm also with the Canadian Atheists, as is Neil. He's our community advocate. Canadian Atheists is at www.canadianatheists.ca. One of the ideas that we have is to see atheism become normalized in Canadian society. And you can read more about that at www.normalizeatheism.ca. The other thing we want to do, and realistically, it looks like it'll end up having to be next year because the coronavirus, COVID-19, is still carrying on. We want to have in-person get-togethers, just like was the plan before the virus struck. So we've had to put all that on hold because we do not want to contribute to spreading the virus. But once it's safe, we do want to proceed with these plans. Thank you very much for having us on, and thank you everyone in the audience as well.
All right.
Ba-ba-da-bum-ba-dum-bum.
And like,
Yay.
and now,
So
Bionic Dance.
I'm Kate Farr, Bionic Dance. I really don't do much of anything anymore, or so it seems.
You're making
I
a
have
movie. Don't even.
Well,
Well,
just wait.
Hold on. I'm getting there. Not over. I have a backlog of about 1,500 videos where I just rip religion a new one. So if that's what you're looking for, you can find it. But right now, like, my channel was originally intended to be for my animation work, and I decided it was time to pursue that. That's my true passion. I've never been happier, by the way. It's great to love what you do, but it also takes time. So I have a huge project in the works. I've animated like ready to go in the can, 12 minutes, getting closer and closer to 14. It's looking really good. So, I will post regular updates, and every now and then maybe I'll get around to making one of the head meets shorts that I was working on. But don't expect much really soon, but expect good things ahead. And there's tons to watch in the meantime. So go find me, Bionic Dance. That's how you get me.
There you go.
And Kate always has good stuff. So yeah, definitely pile on
Agreed.
her channel, would you?
Agreed. Honestly, like when I first started falling down the atheist rabbit hole, Kate was within the first 10 channels that I ever subbed to.
Me too. And I'm really glad that I encountered her channel.
Aw, shucks.
Great content. I really do mean that, Bionic Dance. It really is high quality content, in my opinion.
And I got to meet you, and that was like I was like giddy like a school kid when that happened.
It's getting used to being treated that way, being thought of that way, especially by people that you just have chats with like this here, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, we're all just folks.
Yeah.
So when people react to me like I'm more than that, it's weird.
Me too. I feel the same way. But I've been on that side too, where I'm like, oh my God, it's so and so, so.
Well,
I understand where that comes from.
I was over the moon when Kate and I started working together, and that was it was a couple of years ago, wasn't it?
About 2, I guess.
Yeah, that was one of the happy days in my life. I'll shut up now.
I feel like I'm about to get one of those plaques for like a lifetime service award or something.
Sorry, best I can do right now is a Venom face mask. Oh well. Oh my goodness. So, I guess we'll bring this to a close now.
Okay then.
Yep.
Yeah. As I got to go to bed.
I'm Mikey Famine. You guys know where to get all my stuff because you see me 15 times a week. See you later. Here you go, Neil.
Mikey's a big sweetie.
Short and sweet.
Genesis just jumped in, so
hey, welcome.
You're just in time to shill.
Yeah, all it is. I join and y'all start leaving.
Well, no, we were planning on it long before you showed up.
Yeah, sure.
Did you get the 45-minute warning?
It's not my fault. I was in welding school. Okay, I can't even see anything. Hi, I'm Genesis Undead. You can find me at the Genesis Undead YouTube channel, where I'm gonna do more videos. I haven't had the time to do that. I've been really exhausted, like physically. Also, I'm on Nat One Heroes. I came up with that name, by the way. I'm so proud of myself for coming up with that name. That's a strong name. Nat One Heroes, where I play a fake Australian gnome. Like, that's the best way I can describe him. Yeah. Mikey's also on Nat One Heroes, our campaign, The Actuary of Blasphemy, which we're going to try to get more episodes out. Yeah, we're facing
Long Otello, but not on there.
An Australian gnome. There has to be a shrimp on the Barbie joke in there somewhere.
I don't know. Sammy's not here anymore. We could have asked Sammy. But... And also, Genesis is my unofficial adopted daughter. So there you go.
Okay. Then. I'm so happy to hear that. But that's basically all I have to show. So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, sorry you're a little late, but I'm glad that welding school happened and you're learning a skill. My only skill is talking, so that's why I do this. So.
Okay then. Oh, you do it well.
Well, I do. I'm also a chemist, so I guess that's a skill.
Chemist.
Yeah. They call me Walter White at work now. Anyway, yeah. So, but I don't need to shill. This is my show. You guys already know where to find me. But I do want to say thank you to all my awesome patrons. You guys are amazing. You guys, I couldn't do what I do if you weren't around to help support me. So, great, big, huge virtual hugs to all of you. And also, as Randolph mentioned earlier, so I really don't need to talk too much about it because he already gave all the deets. But yeah, we're doing that True North Talk show coming up. So we're hoping to do it soon, but head over to the channel and sub so you don't miss our launch date. Okay. And also, Mikey and myself have been hosts of the revamped and relaunched nonprofit show, which airs 3 p.m. Central Sunday between. Oh my goodness! Thank you, Jenna. Jenna's also one of the amazing hosts of the new nonprofits as well. By the way, thank you, Jenna, for that. That was beautiful. So check out the channel there, give it a sub, and you'll see me and Jenna and Mikey and a lot of other fantastic hosts as we rip the shreds out of stupid political stuff and all kinds of cool shit. So head over and subscribe. And the last Saturday of every month, Andy and Seamus and I get together on a little ditty called Atheist Drinking Out Loud, where we basically just get drunk and poke fun at people and things and stupid ideas and stuff like that. So that's about it. It's a lot of fun, though. And we generally always have a guest with us, so you never know when I might come knocking on the door to have you come on. I think our next guest is going to be X from the Utah Outcasts. And I had you in mind, Diana, and I had you in mind as well, Kate.
Oh, yay. Thank you.
And actually, I'll probably drag everybody in there at some point. So
For what is this?
It's Atheists Drinking Out Loud.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think I still have some Captain Morgan left.
Sweet. Awesome.
I guess I'll need to
Right
practice drinking beforehand.
You, Randolph, you can drink water. We won't bug you for that. Or some of that Metamucil. She got me drinking now, too. It does help. It actually does. It works good.
All you need is celery. Celery's what'll do you.
I used to be stuck up.
Good too.
I used to be stuck up. Now I'm just a regular guy. But anyway.
Take a salt tablet.
Walk it off.
Yeah, exactly.
Walk
But
it
anyways,
off. Take a salt tablet.
My awesome people in the chat. Thanks, you guys, for hanging out. I hope you guys had fun. And again, thanks to Jake for joining me today, even though he's not here. But I will be sending out a big thank you tweet, so watch for that. And until next time, guys, like I always say at the end of the after parties, like the late, great Carl Sagan once said, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. And we'll see you guys next time.